Have you ever wanted to use the HighLevel Documents and Contracts infrastructure without having to actually log into HighLevel or use any of the systems internally? Well, today we're talking about the Documents API and how you can send documents, retrieve documents, get templates, and do so much more with the HighLevel version 2 API with Documents and Contracts. This is a super cool feature, so let me show you how it works. So if you want to see the documentation for this, you can go to marketplace.gohighlevel/docs. You can check out all of the API documentation, and you'll see under proposals are two sets of document APIs. We have two for documents, list documents and send documents, and then two for templates, list templates and send templates. Now, these are really helpful for actually plugging our documents infrastructure within a sub-account into any external systems that we're using, or if we want to build something on top of it to utilize that infrastructure. So let's go over the two documents APIs first. List documents is pretty straightforward. It's /proposals/document, and this will list all of the documents that are in a specific location. It will include the total amount of records available. It will include the URLs for the documents and potentially URLs for invoices if you're using invoices as well. If you have a specific use case for this, I'd recommend you try it out yourself. And the best way to get started with this is by first creating your private integration token. In order to do that, navigate into your sub account and then go to Settings, Private Integrations, and click Create New Integration. You can call this Documents and then add a description. And then on the second step, when adding scopes, just make sure that you add the document related scopes. You can see that we have four here, one for reading lists, as you can see, one for sending links, that's sending the document itself, one for sending links of templates, and one for reading the list of the templates. So these are the four scopes that tie in together with our four different API endpoints that we can utilize with the HighLevel API. Now, once you create your token, you will get your private integration token. You can then use this within whatever platform for your authorization in order to actually utilize all of these API endpoints. Now, back in the documentation, now that you're all set up, let's go over a few of the other options that we have. The best one is going to be sending documents, of course, because being able to send documents from other platforms via our API, it can be super powerful because being able to send documents with our API from another platform can be super powerful. So what type of information do we need in order to use our send document endpoint? Well, of course, we need to include our private integration token. We then need to include the location ID, the document ID. So this is like the template or the document that we're actually going to be sending. We should then also include the document name, the medium, which is how it's going to be sent, whether it's going to be sent via link or email. Again, if it's just going to be sent via link, then it's just going to return to you the link. And if it's going to be via email, then it will actually just send it. We can then also include our CC recipients and then our notification settings as well. So this is all really helpful for actually configuring what you need to include with your document sending process. So you can put in exactly who you need to send it to, when you need to send it. And the last one is our user ID. So just make sure you grab your user ID from your HighLevel account, and then you can paste it into your API in order to utilize this successfully. I can already think of a lot of great use cases if you're, let's say, building micro SaaSes on top of HighLevel and you want to utilize the documents infrastructure outside of the platform. This is a great way to utilize this. That way you can build really powerful infrastructures running on HighLevel. Now, then also we have our templates APIs. So we have two of these. We have one for list templates and one for send templates. List templates will just list all of the templates for a specific location. I can think of a great use case for this in onboarding. If you're onboarding a client and let's say you need to see all of the templates that they're going to be using in their location once they've created their document templates, this can be really helpful to do that. And of course, just to actually get an idea of what documents you're actually going to be sending. Again, if you're building another platform or you want to get this information via code so that way you can see what documents you're sending, this is a great way to do it. Again, we have some basic query parameters like our location ID, the date start from to date to. This is really helpful for actually getting a narrowed down request as far as what you're trying to get from the account, but this one's pretty straightforward. The last one is send template, which will send a template to a client. Again, location ID, user ID. Send document can either be true or false. So this is if you want to just send the template or if you want to actually send the document with recipients and signing functionality. Those are two different things. We also need to include our location ID and our contact ID. I'm sure you're going to have lots of questions about how you can actually utilize this API. I would always say the best thing that you can do is test it, try it out. Use a platform like Postman online in order to create your private integration token, plug it in, and then utilize some of these endpoints and see how it can fit into your workflow. I guarantee you will find unique ways in order to actually utilize this within your business because I think this API endpoint is absolutely awesome and has a lot of great use cases. Of course, if you have any questions about this API endpoint, first refer to the documentation, then you can refer to the help doc or leave a comment on this video if you have any questions. As always, my name is Andrew, and thank you very much for watching.